Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you? So I see we have Eric and Carolina and Lucrezia, Katia, Andrea, Terence. Welcome, everyone. How are you today? It's very nice and sunny. I spent a lot of my day outside in the garden. We even had a picnic outside. We ate lunch at a table outside to enjoy the sun. You guys? So today our lesson is all hi. Are you or are you she? How shall I call you? Hi, Natasha. Is it Natasha or is it Greta? Greta, yes. Okay. Okay. So our lesson today, okay. Welcome to the lesson. Our lesson today is in a restaurant. In this lesson, we are going to learn to order food and drink, very important. We're also going to learn to complain. Do you understand? Complain when you're not satisfied, when you're not happy with the food, or I don't know, maybe something is dirty. You can complain and say, I'm not happy with this. Please change it. Okay. And resolving problems. Yeah, if there's a problem, maybe we can find a solution. Let's see. I hope you're not very hungry, because in this lesson we talk about food. So let's start with some questions. Last restaurant is not a correct question. What could be the question? With last, it's probably a question in the past, yeah? Like yesterday or so. Hi, Pietro, welcome. So what can we say? Last restaurant. For example, I want to know about your experience, and maybe we could make a question with when. What? It could be a question with what, you? So what's the question? Can you make me a question with last restaurant? We have to include these two words in the question. Let's see who asks me the question first. Ah, nice one, Katya. When was the last time you ate out? You understand, to eat out, so eat not at home, but in a restaurant or out. Hi, Gianmarco, welcome. So it could be, when was the last time you ate out? When was the last time you went to the restaurant? When was the last time you went to the restaurant? Or you says which, you have to put the verb was. Which was the last restaurant you went to? This is a strange question, yeah? Difficult question. When was the last time you went to the restaurant? So for me, oh my God, I don't remember. Yes. The last time I went to the restaurant was maybe 5 weeks ago. Carolina, at which restaurant you went? Which restaurant did you go to Last time? At which restaurant did you go to last time? But this is a different question. It's like saying l'ultima volta, a quale ristorante sei stata o stato? Which is not exactly the same as when was the last time. How to say it? It's similar. Aha. So we have, who did you go to the restaurant with? So hi Elena, the last time I went to the restaurant was with mothers of my son's classmates. Do you understand? So my son goes to school and has many classmates. And sometimes the moms organize a pizza night, or we go to the restaurant together to have pizza or to chat, to gossip. And that was the last time I went to the restaurant. So with the school moms. Very exciting. Another question? We have who with, where, maybe is another question. What can you ask me a question with where? Aha, Greta says, what did you eat last week at, Greta, be careful, at the restaurant? So last week I didn't go to the restaurant, but you can say, what did you eat the last time you went to the restaurant? What did you eat the last time you went to the restaurant? These questions are a bit difficult. What did you eat the last time you went to the restaurant? Aha, Katya says, where did you go the last time you ate out? The last time I ate out, Katya, I went to a pizzeria in Quarata called Casa di Meo. But I ate mostly appetizers, a selection of appetizers. What are appetizers? Do you understand appetizers? I ate a selection of appetizers and a little pizza, but not much. I wasn't hungry at the end after many appetizers. Yeah, everyone understands appetizers? Terence says, why did you go all the time in this restaurant? Why do I often go to this restaurant? Why do I always go to this restaurant? I don't often go to this restaurant, Terence. I go usually when I have dinner with these mothers or sometimes with friends in Quarata, but I don't go often. Aha, here Elena tells us, hi Paolo, about her last experience. I went to the restaurant on the 10th of February. It was my mother-in-law's birthday. 80 years old, wow. It was the last time before the quarantine. I hope you had a delicious dinner, Elena. Yes, appetizers are like starters, exactly, Andrea. It's what you eat to start the meal. In Italy, it's what you call the antipasto. Okay. What about your opinion? What question can you ask me? For example, if I want to know about the restaurant Elena went to, I can say, what is your opinion about this restaurant? Ooh, fish, nice. So at least Elena has a good memory of her last restaurant meal. But I remember when I was having dinner with the moms, it was just before the beginning of the coronavirus crisis. And we were talking about patient zero, the first person, I think in Bergamo, that had the virus. and we were worried. Worried, preoccupati. So it was just before the quarantine. Okay, shall we continue, guys? Let's see the next slide. You see, what was the last restaurant you went to? Who did you go with? Where did you go? When did you go? And what did you think about the food? What did you enjoy the most? So can you guys tell me about the last time you went to the restaurant? Elena told us about the last time she ate fish. To the Portico? I've never been. It's really good. Okay, let's try. And as soon as we can go to the Portico to try. So guys, you tell me about the last time you went to the restaurant. Before this crisis, where did you go? Maybe you can tell me what you ate and if the restaurant was good. You can tell me who you went with. Can everyone tell me? Andrea, Terence, Paolo, Gianmarco, Katia, Greta, Carolina. Did I miss someone? You, Pietro. Did I say already Pietro? Everyone, tell me quickly where you went the last time you went to the restaurant. If it was a good experience. What is the specialty? Very good. Specialty. Specialty. The specialty is the typical thing in this restaurant. For example, Elena's restaurant, maybe the specialty is fish, or maybe even a specific type of fish, or seafood. You understand seafood? Katia, the last time you went was on the 5th of October for your birthday. Pepinero, it's familiar. Where is Pepinero? I'm not sure. But in restaurants, I include also pizzerias. For us English and American people, a restaurant is any place that serves food. So pizzeria is also included. It doesn't have to be, I don't know, Il Piranha in Prato. In Via Ferrucci? This is why I saw it maybe. Near the school. So guys, Terence, where did you go the last time you went to the restaurant? And the other students? Pepinero. I have to try also. I'm glad to get recommendations. I will make a list, and when I can go out of my house, I will go to all the restaurants. You, the last time you went to the restaurant was in February. What did you eat, you? Carolina, you say, I went to the restaurant 1 month ago. I went there with my friends and my parents. I think I went to a pizzeria called Capiena in Vergaio. And you had a pizza. Nice. Ooh, pizza. Yes, we tried to make pizza at home. Homemade pizza. But it's different from the restaurant. Anyone else? Paolo, you said last time you went was for your birthday in Abetone. What did you eat, Paolo, in Abetone? Is there a specialty in Abetone? I don't know. What's the traditional food in the mountains? Aha. So you went to eat at a buffet. So a buffet with her parents. Terence, you don't remember? It was a long time ago. Do you guys miss going to the restaurant? For me, it's okay for the moment. I'm okay. I don't mind. Greta says, I went to the restaurant 1 month ago with my family and friends. It goes, and Lucrezia says, if I remember correctly, I went to a restaurant in Quarata called San Pietro. Yes, it's in Olmi. After that, I went to the cinema with my boyfriend. The cinema. It's crazy, guys, but I think it's been almost 1 month now of quarantine. 3 weeks. Pietro said, I went to the restaurant 1 month ago with my friends. 2 months ago, Lucrezia. So I think everyone has a similar experience. 1 month ago or 2 months ago was the last time. Okay, if anyone wants to add any information, please don't hesitate, and I will continue with the lesson. I will read your answer after. So here we have an example of a menu. On this menu, we have a first part, which is the soup of the day. That means that maybe every day is different. Spring rolls, and a selection of seafood. You will see that this menu is very mixed, that there are different types of food, because a spring roll maybe is more Vietnamese or Asian, but then we have a mushroom risotto. We have fish cakes with lemon sauce and steak with potatoes. Be careful the pronunciation, not stick, but steak, yeah? Then we have a green salad or steamed vegetables. And for the last part of the meal, we have chocolate cake, fruit salad, and lemon sorbet. Gianmarco tells us where he went. The last time I went to a restaurant was in February. I went to Borderline in Florence. Borderline. I've never heard of this place. Is it good, Gianmarco? Do you recommend it? I like the name. It's a good name. To be borderline, you understand what it means? If someone is borderline, they're almost crazy, but not quite, almost. So we have to look at this menu. First, do you understand all the things in the menu? Do you understand all the food? For example, mushroom, no problem. What are steamed vegetables? Okay. Paolo doesn't remember the name of his restaurant because they decided at the there and then. They decided, you understand? They decided there and then. So when they arrived in Abetone, they decided where to eat. In that moment, in that place, in that moment, there and then. So fish cakes, what are fish cakes? That's a good question. They're like, I think there's something made with fish and maybe with some eggs and flour. So I don't know in Italian how you would say. Spring rolls, maybe I can show you a photo. Let me show you a photo, it's easier. So I'm just changing the screen, finding a picture. Okay, so I have to reshare the screen. Taking a second. Okay, can you see? These are spring rolls. Very nice, crispy. They can be with vegetables, or they can be with meat or with fish. They are typical, I think, from Vietnam, maybe. I don't know, maybe also in China, maybe it's possible to have them. I don't know. Maybe you can have a nice spicy sauce. Also in Thailand, you can have them. Okay? You understand? So let me change the screen again. Share the right one. Sorry. Okay. We can do this. Okay, now you know, no? You understand. So, any other questions? What are steamed vegetables? Steamed vegetables, what are they? You can say also steamed veg. Veg is short for vegetable. Steamed veg, what does it mean? Steamed. There are many things that can be steamed. Vegetables. They are cooked in a bowl. They're yes, Pietro, thank you. Al vapore. When you cook them with, you boil water, and then there's the humidity of the water that goes up. So, for example, in the past, they had steam machines or steam engines for trains, or even steam boats. So I think this steamed vegetables, chocolate cake, fruit salad. You understand fruit salad? Fruit salad. When I came to Italy, I thought that this was the correct way to say in Italian. So I said insalata di frutta, but people don't say this in Italy. They say it's something different. They say Macedonia. And lemon sorbet. I think this you understand. Okay, so we have to, yes, exactly, Lucrezia, Macedonia. So now we have to separate this menu in different parts, yeah? In England and in America, we don't have the same Italian system. In Italy, you have antipasto, primo, secondo, and then dolce, no? In America, we don't have the primo and the secondo. It doesn't exist. If you go to an Italian restaurant, yes, you will have the same system. If you go to a normal restaurant, you will not have the primo and secondo. So the first part of the meal is the, I don't know how you say meal in can't remember in Italian, meal, what you eat. Like breakfast is a meal, lunch is a meal. The first part of the meal is what? What's the first part? Main course, appetizer or starter, dessert, side dish, or on the side? Pasto. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, the meal. So, how do we say the first part of the meal? Yes, starter or appetizer. Well done. Appetizer or starter, both are correct. Maybe starter is easier to remember because you start, but appetizer is a bit like antipasto, so whatever you prefer. So the first part, oh, no, they showed you the wrong order. Forget it. Let's continue. The first part is the appetizer. The second part, with the fish cake, the risotto, the steak, is what? What part is in the middle? So what do I put? What would I call the fish cake? Yes, Greta, the main course. Good job, Lucrezia, also. The main course is the most important part of the meal. The big dish, yeah? Then we have something like a salad or some vegetables. How do we call this? Something that we eat, something extra that we can eat. Something to accompany maybe the main dish. Yes, the side dish. So for example, also when you order, you could say, I would like some fish cakes with lemon sauce with green salad on the side. Yeah, you can say, on the side, that means that on the same plate, piatto, the same plate, you can also have something extra. Can I have vegetables on the side? It could be on the same plate, or it could be in a different plate, but at the same time. And then we have the last part of the meal. Be careful with pronunciation. The last part is the dessert, not desert. Desert is where there is sand and it's very hot, and maybe you have a camel, an oasis. That's the desert. Dessert, you can see the difference. Desert, dessert, the stress is different. That's what you eat at the end. It probably comes from French. So let's recapitulate. The main course, the starter, the dessert, and the side dish. Now, when you order your steak, very important in Florence or in Italy, Italians love steak, we have 4 different options. So I know that in Italy there is only, or in Florence, there is only one option, which is when the meat is not cooked. It's very bloody, al sangue. But in English, you can't say, I want a bloody steak. No, not correct. You have to say, I want my steak rare. Rare is when it's not cooked very much. Yeah. So rare is almost not cooked. Medium, I think medium is okay. Yeah. Maybe in Italy it's acceptable, medium. Medium well is already more cooked, and well done is very cooked. So Katya says that also in America, you cannot order a steak well done. You have to order it rare. Personally, I am not a fan of steak. I have never eaten a bistecca fiorentina, because for me it's really too much meat, and if it's rare, I cannot eat it. So, but it's one of the most typical things here in the area in Florence. So maybe if you have some guests, some friends, you can bring them to Florence to eat a steak, and you have to explain that in Italy the steak is rare. Okay. Here we have some questions on the left in blue, or some sentences that the waiter can ask you. Yeah? The waiter or the waitress, if she's a woman. So the typical thing to start the meal is ordering. Before we get the food, we have to order the food. So the waiter says, what can I get you? Katya says steaks are very good in the States. Americans love steak and beef in general. They have a big production of beef. I think one of the biggest in the world. It's a very popular choice. So if the waiter says, what can I get you? What are the options on the right? You have the sentences in red. What is the correct sentence? What can I get you? What's the first sentence that goes with what can I? So we should definitely start from the beginning. When we order, we should order in an organized way. We should not start with the dessert. So what is the sentence that goes in that part? What can I get you? I say, Well, very good, guys. Well, for the starter, I'll have a green salad. So this is very important. We can do a little parenthesis, yeah, a little parenthesis with grammar. When we order at the restaurant, we always use the future with will. I'll have, I'll get, I'll try. We always use I will or we will. I know you can say that it's not really the future, but in these cases, we call it an instant decision. When I go to the restaurant, I don't know exactly what I will eat. I open the menu and I read the menu and I say, maybe, I don't know. And then when the waiter arrives, I make an instant decision. I'll have. I can use I'm going to have, the future with going to. Every weekend or every month, I go to the same restaurant. And I already know exactly the menu and what I want to eat. For example, tonight I'm going to the pizzeria and I'm going to have a margherita. I already know before I enter the restaurant what I'm going to eat. It's a future intention. But usually when I order, I will have, I will eat, I will get. Yeah? So my grammar parenthesis is closed, finished. So very well done. We start with, well, I'll have this, for starter, I'll have a green salad for the starter. And the main course, what do we get for the main course? What does the person order? For the main course, it's a very typical Italian choice to have beans with what? Yes, I'd like a steak. So you could say I'll have or I would like. Yeah, I would like, mi piacerebbe, I'll have when you order directly what you want. I'd like a steak with beans on the side. How would you like your steak? How would you like your steak? Oh, sorry. How would you like your steak? So I think there's only one option, yeah? Medium rare, please. Okay. All right. What would you like for dessert? So this is a strange question. Normally, the waiter doesn't ask before you order what you want for dessert. Usually you eat and then the waiter comes back and you order the dessert. But let's imagine all together. I'll have a coffee cake. I don't know if you have ever tried a coffee cake. I don't think I've ever eaten one. Sounds interesting though. You can even have a banana coffee cake as another option if you like coffee. Anything to drink? So obviously there is one thing to drink. I think that drinking Coca-Cola with a steak is a sacrilege in Italy. Only an American person can do this. I think an Italian wouldn't, I mean, maybe if it's a teenager that doesn't drink alcohol, but Coca-Cola with a steak, Yes, a Coke with ice, please. Great. I'll bring your starter as soon as possible. Thank you. Okay. This is a typical dialogue. So, of course, there can be questions. For example, when you open the menu, maybe you don't understand everything that is on the menu. So you could say, excuse me, what is bistecca fiorentina? And the waiter will explain the ingredients or maybe the preparation. Yes, as Lucrezia says, we should drink red wine with the bistecca, not Coca-Cola or Coke. Be careful, in English, we don't say Coca. Coca is not an option. We can say Coke or Cola or Coca-Cola, but we cannot say Coca. I know in Italian you say, a Coca, please, but in English, no. So when you have some questions, you can ask, excuse me, what is this dish? Or you can ask, excuse me, what is in this dish? For example, what is in the fish cakes? Maybe you are allergic to one ingredient, so you want to know exactly the ingredients, or maybe you don't like an ingredient. So for example, you can say, excuse me, I'm allergic to mushrooms. Is there anything without mushrooms in the menu, or is there anything with mushrooms in the menu? And they can help you to decide what to order. I really recommend, before you travel, learn the words, the food that you don't like in English, so that if you have a problem when you travel, you can say, I don't want, I don't know, mushrooms, or I don't eat meat. What is vegetarian? Okay, let's continue. So here we have the same menu as before, for us to practice different things. If you were at this restaurant, guys, imagine you're at this restaurant now. What would you like to eat? Imagine that I am the waiter and you can order some food. So I can say, hello, how are you this evening? What would you like to eat? So I want every person to tell me what they want to order. So for example, I'll have the soup of the day, and then I'll have maybe the fish cakes with lemon sauce and a green salad on the side. And to finish, I think I'll have the chocolate cake. What would you guys like to eat? Can you tell me? I will be your waiter for this evening. You can order your food. If you don't like the things on the menu, you can change the menu, no problem. Tell me what you would like to eat. I'll have, etc., etc. What would be interesting for you? There are not many options. If you have any questions about the menu, I can explain, no problem. Also tell me what you would like to drink. For example, with the fish cakes, I think I'll have some beer. Greta has already decided she wants chocolate cake. Only dessert for Greta. Okay, Katya says, I'll have a soup of the day. Then I'd like a mushroom risotto. And at the end, I'll have a fruit salad. Very healthy. Anyone else? Ooh, Greta. Ah, no, sorry, Greta. You said first, I didn't see. First, you said, I'd like the steak with potatoes. Carolina wants, she'll have the steak with potatoes, but instead of potatoes, she wants chips. Anyone else is interested in something to eat? So Lucrezia says, for the starter, I'll have spring rolls. And then I would like to eat a mushroom risotto. Okay. Coming right up. This is something that maybe a waiter will say to you, and you'll say, what? Coming right up. I don't know if you've watched MasterChef or one of these shows in English. Coming right up is, I will bring this to you immediately. Coming as soon as possible. Yeah, coming right up. It's a bit informal. So in a very elegant restaurant, they would not say this. They would say, your food will be with you shortly. But coming right up is, it's on its way. It's coming for you very quickly. Oops. Aha, to drink, Carolina, not for drink. To drink water, because you don't like Coke. I don't like Coke either, Carolina. I completely agree. I only drink Coca-Cola when I don't feel good. If I have a bad stomach, like then I drink Coke, like medicine. But usually I drink water, sometimes wine, but usually I prefer beer. You has ordered. I'll have fish cake with lemon sauce and chocolate cake. Nice. Paolo wants a fruit cake. I don't know if we have fruit cake, but I will check in the kitchen, Paolo, to make sure that we have fruit cake. And I will be right back. To drink, Greta would like some iced tea. We don't say cold tea, we say iced tea. Okay. Coming right up. Gianmarco has ordered. For the starter, I'll have spring rolls. Then I'd like the steak with potatoes. And to drink, I'd like a glass of red wine. Okay. Very nice meal. It's good that it's not too late, because if we have this lesson at 7, it's too late. I would be too hungry. Now I can manage. Okay, guys, let's continue. So we still have the same menu. This is a bit boring. Let me show you a different menu. 1 second. I just have to change the slide and give you more options. We can go to a different restaurant. I have to share. Aha. So let's read these new menus. We have this restaurant, Perkins, which is a family restaurant. What does it mean, a family restaurant? What do people mean when they say a family restaurant? In Italy, I don't think you can say un ristorante di famiglia, per famiglie. I don't know. It doesn't exist. So what do you imagine when I say, let's go to Perkins? It's a family restaurant. Do you think it will be formal? Do you think it will be casual? Do you think that maybe it's one family that works together? Carolina wants a coffee, of course, at the end of her meal. I understand. Coffee in the evening after dinner is not typical in England or in America. This is very Italian. For American or English people, it's very strange to drink an espresso, especially in the evening. They think Italian people are crazy. They will never sleep. We drink coffee for breakfast. We drink coffee also after lunch, it's possible. But in the evening, strange. But some people drink tea in England with dinner. So imagine. So yes, Katia says you can go with children. And Lucrezia says that it's a casual restaurant where you can find dishes for children. So yes, you're right. It's usually very casual, and children are welcome, and the atmosphere is not at all formal. So imagine maybe like in Italy, a pizzeria, where maybe there's more noise and children and families and big groups. Yeah. So it's not a romantic place to go with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It's casual. And then we have Shugruz, I don't know how you pronounce that, a restaurant and bar. So this is a different type of restaurant. A restaurant and bar, what kind of restaurant is that? Is it more formal? Is it informal? What's the style? And why is it a restaurant and bar? I think this in Italy is not really popular. Maybe you have this in Italy. I don't know. But you know that Americans like to drink. So we like our cocktails and our nice drinks. So I think maybe in Prato there is one that it's a restaurant and bar. In Piazza San Francisco, I don't remember the name, but it's like a cocktail bar where you can order interesting cocktails, but you can also eat. So yeah, the drinks are very important. So they probably have a menu with drinks, but it's not just the bar, you can also eat stuff. And then, let's see, I think there are more options. We have Bon Appetit restaurant. So maybe this one could be more formal. It has a French name, always sophisticated when it's French. Then we have to look at the menu. And then we have Cheddar's all-day menu. What does it mean, an all-day menu? Can you see at the top? It says Cheddar's. I don't know if you can see. All-day menu. What's the difference between a normal menu, sorry, I'll put it back there, and an all-day menu? I don't know if you've noticed, but in Italy also sometimes you have a type of menu for lunch, like a lunch menu, and then maybe you have a different menu in the evening. And usually the evening menu is more expensive than the lunch menu. Exactly, Katya. You can have the same dishes at lunch and at dinner. So there's no difference between the lunch menu and the dinner menu. Menù del giorno is the daily menu. Yeah. So it's a bit different. It's like the daily menu is what you have today. The all-day menu is, as Katya says, it's the same for. It could even be the same for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's possible. Like some people have breakfast. It could be if it's a diner or like an old-fashioned place. Is that the kind of place you like, Paolo, with the all-day menu? If I remember correctly, Paolo, you like Hard Rock Cafe, no? Or am I wrong? I remember this from another lesson. So since we're there, let's compare the menu of Bon Appetit, where you have the soup of the day, a liver pate. Oh my God, what is a liver pate? And then we have a bean salad. Then for your main dish, you have the roast chicken with vegetables, ravioli and an asparagus sauce, bacon and onion quiche. Interesting. And then for dessert, we have a Victoria sponge cake, a selection of ice creams and sauces, our cheese board, and crackers. So this is definitely a French style restaurant. Any things you don't understand on the menu, I will be your waiter for today, and I will explain any questions you have about our menu. Liver pate is something actually that you have also in Italy, which personally I don't like. The liver is a part of the body. It's the part quiche. Katia, you understand? Quiche. Quiche is a very French word for a pie, a torta salata. So it could be, it's probably, with onion and with bacon. But it sounds more sophisticated if you say quiche. If you say pie, oh, okay, it sounds American. But if you say quiche, it looks nice. Like a quiche Lorraine or these things. I don't know if you've ever eaten those in France. Yes, exactly. So a sponge cake, I don't know if you see the Victoria sponge cake is pan di Spagna. Sponge cake is pan di Spagna, and Victoria sponge cake, I don't know if it's a special recipe. I am not sure what cake it is. Then a cheese board and crackers. A cheese board is when you have, maybe it's better if I show you a picture, but you have, this also you have in Italy. It's what you call the tagliere with pieces of cheese. Yeah. And crackers. Remember, in France, before dessert, you can eat cheese. We don't, in France, it's not for a starter, it's before dessert. To finish the meal, you can eat cheese and bread or cheese and crackers, and then you have the dessert. So we didn't explain liver pate. It's pate di fegatini. No, the liver is fegato. Yeah. So I don't know which liver it is. It could be like I don't know, like, but like foie gras or something like this. So then we have our Cheddar's menu, which is smoked salmon. Yes, for example. But there's no crostino, so I don't know if it's just I don't know what fegato it is. It could be it. If it was foie gras, I think they would say foie gras, so I don't know. So if we look at Cheddar's menu, we have smoked salmon, baked mushrooms with ricotta. So baked is something that is cooked in the oven. Yeah, you can bake bread, you can bake vegetables, I guess. Yeah, if they're cooked in the oven. Then we have a mixed vegetable soup, grilled haddock with vegetables. Haddock is a type of fish, And I don't remember in Italian how you say haddock. Steak with potatoes or chips, so this is good for Greta, I think. Then we have spaghetti with a seafood sauce. So seafood, it could be vongole, it could be everything that comes from the sea that's small, that's not fish. It could also be crab, it could be lobster, it could be clams. Clams are the cozze. Then we have a jam tart to finish, or a sticky toffee pudding. A pudding is usually a dessert that is not very solid. You can eat with a spoon. And an apple pie with cream. Nice. I love apple pie. So guys, if we have to choose. Which restaurant do you prefer? Would you prefer to go to Bon Appetit, or would you prefer to go to Cheddar's, if you can choose? What do you vote for? And what would you like to eat? I'm not sure which one I prefer. Maybe I'll go to Cheddar's. And I'll have a mixed vegetable soup. I'll have, yeah, Katja votes for Cheddar's. Anyone else? Do you like Cheddar's? The French one looks a bit expensive and posh. You know, yes, it's probably cheaper. We don't have any prices, but I can imagine. Okay, Gianmarco, you agree with us. So tell me what you guys will have. I'll have the mixed vegetables, the grilled haddock with vegetables, and definitely apple pie and cream for dessert. It's decided, guys. I've already ordered. What are you guys ordering? What will you have? Now I'm definitely starting to be hungry. So Greta has ordered, I'd like spaghetti with seafood sauce and apple pie and cream. So Greta and I will have our apple pie together. Katja has decided too. I'll have smoked salmon, then spaghetti with seafood, and then apple pie with cream. We have to order the whole pie for us because we're going to get a lot of pie. But Katja has stayed with seafood and fish, yeah. So she's a seafood menu. Anyone else wants to order something at our restaurant? Terence, what do you want to eat? What would you like? Paolo, Gianmarco, anyone else? Lucrezia? Lucrezia will have smoked salmon, and then I'd like spaghetti with seafood sauce. You and Katja are going to eat the same food. You will have a steak with potatoes and apple pie. Very American dinner. You, typical food, steak and potatoes, a classic. Apple pie, another classic. Good choice. So we didn't eat. Yes, Terence, good idea. A mega apple pie with lots of cream. Steak with chips. Yeah. You can't go wrong with chips. Everybody loves a bit of chips. So, guys, I realized that we didn't have time to complain. We're very satisfied customers, but at this lesson, I'm so sorry, we were supposed to also complain and say there was a problem with the food. But where are we? I went too slowly. So, for example, very quickly, the last 20 seconds, If you're not happy, you can say, for example, about the meat, this meat is raw. Raw means it's not cooked. So this could be a big problem. If the meat is raw, it's not rare. It's still from the fridge, yeah. Or the risotto is cold. My orange juice is warm. So these are all problems that you can have. You can also have some requests. I changed my mind. I'd like the salad. You can say, excuse me, if it's not too late, I'd like to change my mind. Yeah, if it's not too late, because maybe the chef has prepared the food and it's too late. My friend just arrived and would like to sit with us. So is it possible to add another table or another chair to our group? I'd like another coffee. I'd like a digestive, something to drink after your meal, like some alcohol. You can also say, excuse me, my fork is dirty. This is a complaint, yeah? Or a request. Excuse me, can you change my fork? It's dirty. Or can you change my glass? It's dirty. These are some problems that you can have. You can also have a problem at the end when you get the bill, the check, at the end when you have to pay. You can say, excuse me, I didn't order the steak. I ordered a pizza. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I went a little bit quickly at the end, but we can do this another time also at school. So guys, I think that's it for your lessons for this week for level 6, 7. But maybe if you want to try, we have a more difficult level tomorrow or an easier level. At 11, we have a focus 8, 10. So it could be maybe a little bit difficult. Or we have at 5:30 a focus 4, 5. That maybe will be a little bit easy. But if you want to do another lesson, no problem. You can join also a different group. Okay, bye everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bon appetit. Have a nice dinner and talk to you soon.